Are you in the market for a rebounder but have no idea where to start and feel totally overwhelmed by all the different choices and options? Well, today I am here to help. I'm going to be going over 2 brands that I trust so that you can make your decision with confidence and clarity. Hi, my name is Lacey and I am the founder of the Shed Movement. The Shed Movement is my online fitness platform where I share my workouts on the rebounder and on the mat. I love helping women in their 40s and beyond feel more confident, more connected, and more alive in their bodies. So as a 48-year-old woman that has already gone through menopause, I have a few tricks up my sleeve to help me feel better in my overall mental and physical well-being. The rebounder is something that I try to do at least 10 minutes a day just to help support me throughout the day. A few reasons why are energy. It helps with energy like within 5 minutes. You can jump on here for 5 minutes and your whole mood has shifted. So I love that benefit. It also helps with building overall strength throughout your entire body. Strength and balance, right? We tend to lose balance as we age, but this helps you self-correct constantly and helps you with your balance. The other wonderful benefit that you can receive from just jumping 5 to 10 minutes a day is your pelvic floor support. It will strengthen your pelvic floor. So if you have any issues going on in your pelvic floor, peeing in your pants, or any of that, it will help strengthen and tone your pelvic floor, I promise. Okay, so those are just a few benefits. I will make another video and talk about the endless benefits in the future. So let's get started. I'm first gonna go over the BCAN 48-inch rebounder. And then after that, I will go over the Jumpsport 550 Pro rebounder. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so starting with the BCAN 48-inch rebounder, let's talk assembly. Because I know how frustrating it is to get this big box and to go, oh yay, my rebounder's here. And then all of a sudden you have to spend the entire day putting it together. Because I've had rebounders sent to me that you have to actually put together everything. This one, it comes partially put together. So I would say the frame was completely assembled. And then the bungees, let's say it was about, I don't know, less than half of the bungees were put on the frame. And then we had to assemble the rest, which means I had our 18-year-old son loop the bungees up and over, because that is a little bit of a workout. And I have to be completely honest, I don't love putting things together and I don't like instructions. So, but it was pretty easy. He had it done within an hour. I think the hardest part actually was when he got the rebounder out of the box and it was folded in half. So he had to unfold it and he felt like he was going to break it. But you just have to trust it. It's not going to break. You have to have a little bit of strength to unfold the rebounder. But then the looping, the actual assembly of the bungees was pretty easy because it comes with a nice tool that just helps you loop it over. So definitely recommend you have someone else to help you out. And I think it was great that they gave you the tool so you don't hurt your fingers as you pull the bungee over. It can be actually kind of painful. Yes, the assembly part was pretty easy, which is very important. The other thing is you have to screw on the legs. These are straight legs and they just screw on, and that's pretty easy as well. The other thing that's super cool about this rebounder is that it's light. Okay, so you can take this and you can put it against a wall, right? Or you can take it with you to the beach or to the park or you could just take it outside so you can get your fresh air, your vitamin D while you're jumping, which I think is super important, because to move this around, if this was too heavy, you would never move it, and then you would probably never use it. You can also take these legs off, unscrew, and actually fold it and store it. I don't recommend that you do that because I don't think you'll use it, but that is another cool feature that it has. To fold this rebounder, you have to unlock these little keys, and honestly, I haven't done that yet to try to see how easy it is to fold it. But like I said, I would keep the rebounder out. That's one hot tip that I have for you. Keep the rebounder out so you actually use it. Okay, so let's talk about size. This BCAN rebounder is a 48 inch, so it's fairly big. You need to consider your house and how big of a space you have, or your apartment, or wherever you live. Make sure you consider the space and the size of the rebounder. The BCAN has other options for you. I think there's a 40 inch and maybe there's even a smaller. So just consider the space and the size. The other thing is they have the option to kind of customize your rebounder with a color. And so I chose green, but you can choose pink or purple or whatever you want to choose. That's all up to you. Okay, so let's talk bungees. First of all, I love bungee rebounders. I don't recommend the spring rebounders, but that's just me. Some people love the metal springs. So that's something you can think about too. The metal springs, to me, I don't like the bounce and I don't like the sound. So these bungees make your bounce and the sound of the bounce quiet, which I like. The BCAN bungees seem to be a little bit thinner than the Jumpsport. And the BCAN just comes with one setting. So the bungees, you're not able to adjust the setting to make the bounce softer or more firm, like you are with the Jumpsport. Okay, so that's that. And these are the legs, like I showed you. They're straight legs, and you have to keep, checking these every once in a while to make sure they're screwed in and they are tight, right? And safe. You'll hear a little squeak if they're not. So that's that. So I forgot to say that this rebounder, the 48 inch BCAN rebounder, can hold up to 450 pounds. And the price right now on Amazon is $129. I've seen it for $129, $139. It depends on if you get the bar as well, which I forgot to say. There is a bar option, so a safety bar that runs like this, like a U shape from here. So it goes up and over. And I just took the bar off because it was easier to move around. But the bar is right here. And when you're first starting out, it is a great safety support for you. So I highly recommend, if you're just starting out, to get the safety bar, okay? And even if you're not just starting out, I like to have it because it's adjustable too. I like to have it just to work on legs. You can use it as like a ballet bar almost. So I think it's a plus. So with the bar, I've seen this on Amazon for $169. So either $129 without the bar, $169 with the bar, and I would highly recommend you get the bar no matter what. Let's talk bounce. Okay, I'm just gonna talk to you out loud as I bounce. So here's what it looks like. Just a nice mellow bounce. And the first thing that comes to me, the first word that comes to me is firm. It's a firm bounce. So you don't get a ton of rebound, like you don't get a ton of push down, we'll say, unless, I would say if you're a little bit heavier, I'm like 5'6", 135-ish. If you're heavier, I think this would be amazing because you might get a bigger rebound, right? But just by jumping on this a little bit, I'd say it's firm. It feels secure. The legs feel pretty secure too, because I was a little hesitant with the straight legs. I thought it would feel a little wobbly, but right now it doesn't. I really like the space this offers. Wow, this feels like a lot of space. Wow. So that's nice if you're going side to side, you know, doing lateral movement. This is amazing. I like this space. I used to be on a smaller space. I think it was like 30 something inches. Wow. Okay. So I love the space. I do feel secure. And I think it would be really nice to have the bar, which I have. I just don't have it on. And if you have that bar and you're a starter, right? You're just starting out, it would be fabulous. So it's very quiet. There's a little bit of noise. One thing I don't love is this. This kind of feels loose to me. I don't know, I just don't like the look of it. I wish it would stay down. So that's just one little side note. But overall, I would say this is a great entry-level rebounder. You get this for under $200. That's cheaper than a nice pair of jeans. And I would say this would be the way to go if you don't know, you know, if you're kind of hesitant, you're on the fence, you're kind of like, I want to try rebounding, but I don't know if I'll stay consistent. I would definitely go this route. So entry level, 129 or 169 with the bar, lots of space. I feel safe. Firm bounce. So with that firm bounce, it's going to be a little, I don't want to say harder on your joints, but if you have more of a bounce, it'll be lower impact. So, but I feel like all in all, it feels really nice. Yeah. Okay. So that's that. That is the BCAN 48-inch. We'll put this one, so I'll show you how easy it is. Put it over to the side, just like that. And then we'll go right into the Jumpsport 550 Pro. Okay, I'd say this is a little bit heavier, but not by much. And then it'd also say it's a little bit lower to the ground. So if you have any issues getting on to the rebounder, yeah, it's a tiny bit lower to the ground. So that's just one thing. Okay, so the Jumpsport 550 Pro. It's first of all just beautiful. I love the aesthetic of this rebounder. It came in a nice big box as well, and the entire rebounder was put together. Minus the legs. The legs we had to push on, not a big deal. So here's the deal. So it comes fully bungeed, right? Again, this is a bungee rebounder, which I love. Fully bungeed, and the frame completely put together. We just had to lock on the legs, which took literally 5 minutes. So I didn't really need the help of my son. Okay. So this one is the 44-inch. So it is a nice open space for you to jump. But again, consider your space in your house. How much space do you have? Where are you going to store it? It does have the option to fold up. If you take the legs off, you can fold it up, or take the legs off and slide it under a bed. So those are some things to think about. One thing I love about this one, about the Jumpsport 550, is the option to adjust your bounce. So by pulling the springs, or sorry, the bungees down and clipping them in, you'll get a firmer bounce. You have the option to have a firmer bounce, a medium bounce, or a soft bounce. Okay, right now I think I have it on firm, and but you have a few different options, which is always nice to have options. I love options. So that's one big plus with the Jumpsport 550. Nice sturdy frame. I do like these legs better than the BCAN. I like the arch. I just feel like that is going to give you a little more support. They're just a little more sturdy. So, but that is a personal preference too. So they're arch legs. I think they look really nice too. The Jumpsport 550 Pro can hold up to 325 pounds, and the price tag is, it depends, but right now in 2024, I believe it's at $550. And then you kind of have the option to add on, and you can add the bar, which I believe they have the T-bar and the U-bar, which is great. And then you also have the option to kind of play around with the bungees and the colors. So some people get really creative and they put different color bungees on. They have different color frames. They've got white, I know that. They've got gray. So you can get really creative with your rebounder, customize it to however you feel. I liked the all black. I like the sleekness of the all black. But again, they have more options. Okay, so again, this one is lightweight, so you can take it with you wherever you go. Take it to your friend's house to have a little jump party, or maybe you're going to the beach or the park, or maybe you're traveling. This would be great to travel with. If you have the space to put it in your car. I think it's just so fun to be outside while you're bouncing and just getting the benefits of the fresh air and the sun while you're bouncing it. It makes you feel like a kid, right? I don't know if you remember, but I remember bouncing on those huge trampolines when I was young, and just that feeling, the feeling of being free and just having fun. Rebounders just bring out the fun in you for sure. So the rebounder, the Jumpsport Pro series is also the go-to brand for rebounder studios. So that's just another thing to know. So they are a trusted brand and they've been around forever. Okay, so let's talk about bounce. Again, I'm just gonna get on and just slowly bounce around and just feel the bounce in my body. Okay, so this feels really smooth. And I feel like this one has a little bit more of a give, a little more rebounder, or sorry, a little more rebound. So it's definitely firm, but a little less firm than the BCAN. You can hear it makes a little bit of noise, but that also probably depends on like where I place it in the room, because I think this floor might be a little uneven, but you can hear it a little bit. The space again is definitely spacious. I like that because I'm used to the 350, so the smaller rebounder. This feels so good. So I would definitely recommend, if you're new, to get either the BCAN or the Jumpsport, the 44-inch or the 48-inch, just so you have space. Because in the beginning, you're gonna feel a little bit timid, I think. And then also the safety bar. I think that's a great option. Don't think of it as like a handicap. Think of it as support, right? A support that helps you get deeper into your body. So I would highly recommend that you get a safety bar, whether you are a beginner or advanced. I love using the safety bar. So I like this bounce. This feels good. I'll show you from the side. It really supports your body. It just feels like a nice hammock in a way. Oh, it feels so good. And then you can jump nice and high, or you can get low, or you can run. It just depends on the style of rebounding that you do. Okay, so that is amazing. Love it. It's firm, but it's supportive and it's quiet. I do love the legs. I feel a little more safe with the arched legs. This one, the Jumpsport 550, is the rebounder that you get if you know that you will be consistent. That's the whole thing with the rebounders. Like if you're buying it and it's just gonna sit to the side and you're not gonna use it, I would definitely not go for this one. I would go for the BCAN because it's under $200. This one is gonna be a little more pricey. It'll be in the $500 range. And it's an investment. And just like any investment, if you use it, you will get your money's worth. And you will feel fabulous in your body, I promise you. If you do it consistently for 2 weeks, you will totally notice a difference in your body and in your mind. So, Jumpsport 550, BCAN 48-inch. You can see the different heights. Maybe they're the same, actually. Okay, they look about the same. Remember, this one can hold up to 450 pounds. This one can hold up to 325 pounds. Oh gosh, they both feel great. Again, this one's a little bit firmer than the Jumpsport. I would say this one would be a little more low impact on the joints, just because it has a little more give. Okay, so that is your honest review. I'm just speaking to you from the heart. I think you can't go wrong with either rebounder. I know both brands are amazing. I've been dealing with the customer service and they're fantastic. BCAN's great and Jumpsport. They also both have warranties. You'll just have to check it out because each model is different. And I would just say you can't go wrong with either of these. So that's it. I hope this video has helped you in your rebounder buying journey, and let me know in the comments what you end up doing. If this video was helpful, which brand you ended up going with, let me know. I would love to hear from you. And let me know if you have any other questions. Feel free to DM me on Instagram at @theshed_SB or send me an email. My email is in the description box below. Totally here for you. Leave me a comment, and I will leave my discount code below for both brands. Make sure you use that at checkout. And like always, please subscribe. Please subscribe. Support the Shed movement if you're enjoying these videos. I figure I'll do a lot more of the rebounder reviews and the rebounder benefits. So that's coming soon. And I hope you have a fabulous day and enjoy jumping. Come over to the Shed movement and jump with me. Let's feel amazing in our bodies and let's age gracefully together. Okay, love you guys. Bye-bye.